Thank you for joining us on another episode of Gist Nigeria, brought to you by the BBC and Channels Television. Here we track stories online in the news and unpack what they mean for everyday Nigerians. I am Wale Fakile. We begin with our top story. For many Nigerians, phones, laptops and other gadgets are now part of everyday life. But when they stop working, the devices often end up in places many people never see. In this story, Gist Nigeria's Sarah Ayeku explores where discarded devices end up and the hidden environmental, health and data risks they leave behind.
From 2019 till date, I've owned almost 15 phones.
Every electronic device has an expiry date. And when that time comes, another story begins. One that most people never see or think of.
Electronic waste is not waste. It's not something you dump in your bin.
E-waste is the most rapidly increasing waste stream.
Lead is one of the heavy metals, is known to cause especially kidney and lung cancer.
Nigeria's digital economy runs on affordable technology, and much of it arrives through Lagos ports, where more than 60,000 tons of used electronic equipment enter the country every year. For many Nigerians, these devices offer an affordable pathway into the digital economy. But once they stop working, they become part of a growing stream of an emerging global crisis. According to the latest Global E-Waste Monitor, the world generated a record 62 million tons of electronic waste in 2022, enough to fuel more than 1.5 million heavy-duty trucks. By 2030, that figure is projected to rise to 82 million tons if current consumption patterns continue. So, what is e-waste and how do you contribute to this crisis?
The electrical and electronic equipments that have basically reached their end of life, but because of the way they are managed, they find their way right into the municipal environment because they are hazardous.
Nigeria still produces an estimated 500,000 tons of electronic waste every year, enough to make it one of Africa's largest e-waste generators.
It is a big deal because it is a consequence of the global north dumping waste in the global south.
The World Health Organization also warns that e-waste is now one of the fastest growing solid waste streams in the world, posing increasing risks to human health and the environment. And Nigeria is not immune. In north-central Niger State, Kabiru Mohammed deals in electronic scrap at Kasuwangwari Panteka, from batteries and laptop parts to damaged radios and metal components. What many people throw away eventually ends up in yards like his.
If I collect electronic scraps worth 1 million naira, I can make 300,000 naira profit or more. In a month, I can supply a trailer load of electronic scraps.
For many Nigerians, second-hand electronics are not a choice. They are a necessity. The fluctuating cost of new devices puts them beyond the reach of many households and businesses. So markets like Computer Village thrive.
The UK used now is what we regard as the original laptops. Why? Because it is because of how our country is designed. We can't afford the new laptops.
But eventually, if these devices fail, and when they do, an entire economy comes alive.
The China people do request for it, and they have people that are like gathering it for them. They will export it to them.
Before these devices become waste, many pass through a network of traders, technicians and middlemen. This is a system where almost nothing is considered useless. Scrap collectors are on hand to negotiate the value of each part. Some technicians even buy faulty computers without testing them, not because they expect them to work, but because the parts inside may be worth more than the machine itself.
The part that is more valuable to sell is the storage device and the memory, the RAM memory and the hard disk or SSD, because those are what is very important in systems, because it is everyday demand.
While these middlemen are making thousands of naira off the market, Nigeria is losing out of the lion's share.
Now, because when they actually get to refineries abroad, that is where these things are actually properly refined. That's where you get the likes of the gold, the silver, the palladium, etc. So that's why I'm saying that is a whole lot that is being lost, all right, annually, by way of not actually, practicing, formal recycling and refining locally in Nigeria.
Around the world, countries are building circular economies around electronic waste. Systems that collect, dismantle, recycle, and return valuable materials back into production. But Nigeria's recycling infrastructure remains limited.
Ideally, there should be a kind of relationship between companies, not only individuals now, even companies that produces huge volumes of e-waste, a retainership such that they just call EPRON by a PRO system of collection, and EPRON goes there, picks them, and takes them to Hickley or one of the recyclers.
The electronic waste is the most rapidly, is the most dangerous, number one, it's most toxic and most rapidly increasing. If we look at the rate of increase, we're looking at 10 to 13% increase yearly.
It's actually a looming crisis, because if you move all over the place, you find out that there are a lot of e-waste littered all over the place.
Several measures have been put in place. You have the regulation, you have the guidelines, you have the producer responsibility organization, we have our state and zonal offices that carry out inspections, awareness. Some of them also can get to the portal sometimes when they are called for inspection.
The same business creating jobs is exposing workers and children to danger. Kabiru says they understand the risks.
Wear hand gloves when handling scraps like batteries and nose masks because of the dangerous liquids.
But during our visit, many workers, including Kabiru himself, were sorting electronic waste without gloves, masks, or other protective equipment. Others burn cables to recover copper. Experts say the process can release hazardous substances into the air, soil, and water.
Generally, there's reduced cognitive skills, low IQ, nerve damage. You have people complaining that they are having headaches, tremors, sleep disturbances, and all this comes from this.
Electronic waste is not only an environmental issue, it can also become a security risk. Every discarded laptop may contain years of personal information, photos, emails, business records, passwords, financial information.
The major issue is that when I deleted your data, what I needed now to recover your data is that space, that hard drive that has been inside your system.
Regulators say electronic waste should not be treated as ordinary rubbish. Instead, it should be seen as a resource, one that can be collected, recycled, and returned to the economy through approved channels.
Electronic waste is not waste. It's not something you dump in your bin. If you keep it, if you go on our website, for instance, lasepa.gov.ng, you'll see the list of all the accredited waste pickers, electronic waste pickers, and recyclers. You can batch it and sell to them from time to time.
We preach, don't dismantle. Don't dismantle because they don't know what is contained in those equipment.
For workers like Kabiru, electronic waste is not just rubbish, it's daily survival. But as Nigeria's mountain of discarded electronics continues to grow, a difficult question remains. Can the country build an e-waste economy that creates jobs without putting lives at risk? Because behind every broken electronic gadget is a chain of people trying to earn a living from what the rest of us leave behind. Sarah Ayeku, Gist Nigeria.
Quite an insight. But what really happens to your old electronic device and who pays the hidden cost? Share your thoughts with us on Next at Just Nigeria TV. Would love to hear from you.